So, whenever you hear the term exfoliation, picture this, picture an onion. You know that the outer layer of an onion is usually rough, dry, tough, textured, and dull looking. But when you begin to peel off those layers, when you take off the first layer, the second layer, you will notice that the inner layers are usually softer, brighter, more radiant, beautiful, smooth, right? That could be used to explain the concept of exfoliation. When you exfoliate, you're trying to remove the upper layer of dead skin cells to reveal younger looking, smoother, more radiant, softer skin underneath. Now, the body naturally exfoliates itself. The body naturally sheds the skin without our help. In fact, the normal thing we do when we are washing, when you're using your hand to, you're doing exfoliation to a degree. But the rate at which our body exfoliates itself begins to decline as we age. So the rate at which the skin of a 30-year-old exfoliates itself would be less than the rate at which the skin of a 1-year-old sheds itself. Now, does everybody need to exfoliate? No, not everyone needs exfoliation. If you've not been exfoliating and your skin is fine, your skin is okay, then you don't need to exfoliate. When those dead skin cells are not shed as fast as they should, they can clog the pores, leading to breakouts, acne, closed comedons, and all of that. If you're acne prone, my love, you need to exfoliate. If you usually have dry, flaky skin, you need to exfoliate. If your skin is textured, bumpy, is not smooth, you need to exfoliate. If it also feels like your skincare products are not working, because those dead skin cells can hinder skincare products from getting to where they should get to. So it might seem like your skincare products are not working. You need to exfoliate. So there are some people who need to exfoliate. Not everybody needs to, quite honestly. Now, there are two types of exfoliants. We have physical exfoliants, we have chemical exfoliants. When you use a scrub, those scrubs are the most popular kinds of exfoliants. When you use a scrub, you scrub at your skin to get off dead skin cells. You're doing physical exfoliation. Or you use a sponge. You're doing physical exfoliation. Any physical act where you're physically scrubbing at your skin is physical exfoliation. And then we have chemical exfoliation where we use chemicals, we use acids to dissolve the bonds between skin cells and cause them to shed, to lift up easily. Example of chemical exfoliants, we have AHAs, alpha hydroxy acid, BHAs, beta hydroxy acid. We have polyhydroxy acids too. For AHAs, we have examples like lactic acid, glycolic acid, mandelic acid. For BHAs, we have salicylic acid. And the kind of exfoliant you use will depend on your skin concern, on your skin type. Of course, people who are acne prone, I am acne prone. So yes, we find salicylic acid very good because salicylic acid is the only oil soluble exfoliant, is the only exfoliant that actually penetrates deep into to dissolve those bonds between skin cells to allow them to shed. Anyone who is acne prone will definitely need salicylic acid. The other kinds of exfoliants depends on your skin concern, depends on your skin type, and all of that. Every form of exfoliation has its advantages and disadvantages. Personally, I'm not a fan of using physical exfoliant scrubs, sponges on the face. This is just my personal opinion. I just feel like it's easy to overdo it and it can lead to irritated skin. And you could also miss some spots. Yes, because while you are scrubbing, you can miss some spots. But with chemical exfoliant, you get it all. It does the job smoothly. The disadvantage of chemical exfoliant is that it doesn't work immediately. When you scrub your skin, immediately you see the effects. But with chemical exfoliant, you have to be a bit patient to see results. Exfoliants can be irritating, especially if you don't do it the right way. It is recommended that we exfoliate 2 to 3 times a week, especially if you're just a beginner. You shouldn't be using an exfoliant every day if you're a beginner. In fact, even someone that has done skincare, me, I've been doing skincare for some years now. I can't use an exfoliant every day for the sake of your skin barrier. So exfoliation is something that should be done 2 to 3 times a week. If you're starting newly, you take it slow, maybe 1 time a week. You graduate slowly until you find where your skin can tolerate. If you're using an exfoliant, you must make sure you wear sunscreen because, of course, as you're removing this tough layer of skin cells, you know that the softer ones are more vulnerable. Yes, the more beautiful layer of skin is more vulnerable to the sun. What the dead skin cells could handle, the vulnerable ones might not be able to handle. If you don't have a sunscreen, don't buy an exfoliant. If you've not found the sunscreen you love, don't begin to exfoliate in any way whatsoever. You can use a combination of exfoliants. For me in particular, I like to get exfoliants that combine AHAs and salicylic acid, but it must have salicylic acid because act in different ways. Different exfoliants act in different ways. Okay, so I like to just get a combo. My exfoliants must always have salicylic acid because I'm acne prone. All right, I hope that answers a lot of your questions about exfoliation. If you have any other question, kindly drop it in the comment section. If you love this video, like, subscribe to my YouTube channel, share your thoughts with me. Thank you.